Grab your coffee.
Unc, we got some breaking news that just
I
popped up.
see that. I see that. It's on my screen now.
Yes, indeed. We had Coach Sapp on. We just released that video, and we asked Coach Sapp about should Myles Garrett be looking to get traded from Cleveland. And hell, of course, Sapp had his answer, but it looked like that has happened since we've been on this live show right here. Let's see if we can pull something up.
Browns Rams finalizing Myles Garrett blockbuster trade. The Cleveland Browns are finalizing a trade that will send two-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year Myles Garrett to the Los Angeles Rams for two-time Pro Bowl pass rusher Jared Verse, a 2027 first-round draft pick, and other draft compensation that is still being negotiated.
Yes, indeed. Verse, born in Dayton, Ohio, now returning home to play and help replace the Browns legend moving to Los Angeles. Hey, man, any draft picks connected to this?
They said first round draft pick and other draft compensation still being worked out.
Okay.
So what they have is a spirit of agreement, and we're gonna work out the details.
Okay.
Whether those give me 2/3 or 3/4, but no, the package is gonna be bigger than that.
Let me know what y'all thinking in the chat right now. Bombshell. This is major. What just happened? I figured something was going to happen as we was getting ready to start this show. Myles Garrett traded to the L.A. Rams. Man, what could this be for the Cleveland Browns moving forward? What is this telling the team out there? You go
y'all
get
y'all can get mad at me.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Y'all remember, just go ahead and break stuff. Y'all can get mad at me.
What are we going to get mad about? Go ahead. Let us know. Break it down.
And I don't mean to compare these two people. I by no means are trying to compare Myles Garrett and a Jordan Seaton. I'm comparing situations. I'm comparing the goals. I'm comparing what you have to try to accomplish. The fact of the matter is, to win that division, you don't have to have the two-time defensive player of the year on your team to do that. You do have to have a pass rush, a sustainable pass rush. And so you're giving up a major something in Myles Garrett to get a whole bunch of other pieces that in aggregate actually make you a better team.
There you go.
And so what I see is you bring in Verse, team just got a little younger, bring in an Ohio guy, fan base got a little more, oomph behind him now. And you got somebody that can play and get long in the tooth on the defense side of the ball with Shedeur on the offense side of the ball versus having at some point in the timeline, Myles was going to be gone because he's older than Shedeur anyway.
Yeah.
Now you create a situation. You got a guy on both sides of the ball that can lead this thing for years to come, and they bring to the table. And I just say again, like when everybody was saying, and shout out to my guy Jordan Seaton. This is not no shot at him. That's my dude. Still my dude. We got a secret handshake and everything. You don't have to have the best tackle to win the Big 12. You just have to have a tackle that can hold off most of the defensive ends they're going to face.
Yeah.
And so, you lost something, right? And there's no doubt about that. The same thing in this situation. You're losing the two-time defensive player of the year. You're losing Myles Garrett. Shout out to him. All that he is and going to be for the Rams. But it ain't like you going from Myles Garrett to Neely.
Not at all. You getting a former Pro Bowler, a guy who can put up similar type numbers, actually, but he's from the area. He's probably going to want to be there more than likely. You can see him re-signing there to stay there for years to come. Just for comparison, last season, 11 and a half sacks for Verse. He has 66 total tackles. Young player, a lot of energy, like you said, can be there for years. If the trade is Verse plus that first rounder, and you can add some more picks, of course, Cleveland's is getting better right here. Like you said, they're getting younger. Yeah. And if you're trying to win for the future and set yourself up for the future, the Browns will make the right move. And the Rams are doing the right thing if they're trying to win the Super Bowl. They got an aging quarterback in the team that the window is open right now. So I think they made the right move. And once again, shout out to Andrew Berry for striking while the iron is hot. You had these contract situations that was negotiated a couple of years ago for Myles Garrett after the June 1st date that he can have that window to be traded without any, you could say, extensive penalties for the Browns. So now they bring in a younger player and they get younger or move forward for the future, which should do a Sanders at quarterback also. So I like this move for the Browns. especially on the defensive side. And
I totally love it, man. It's like your team got younger.
They did.
And here's the thing about athletic prowess. It's like the life cycle of a light bulb. Yeah, it's going to apex and be bright, but all of a sudden it starts to dim as time goes on. And that's no shot at Garrett. That's just letting you know his peaks is peaking. What's next is the slide versus peaks are in front of him, just like Shadour's. And then you get to pick up. What did we say at the end of the season last year? We were trying to identify what Cleveland needed. Hell, they need everything. Now, you can prioritize those needs, and they went out and got that in the draft. They got a receiver weapon. They got some protection for Shador. I get that. But as a team, they really needed everything.
Yeah.
And so by picking up this player and picks, now you get to get you some everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that everything gets to age with your quarterback and get better with your quarterback instead of getting 2 or 3 years down the road and be like, oh, man, our defense is old now and our offense is just not clicking. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
Now you're in a position to do like my Cowboys did in the 90s. Everybody peaking at the same time. And that's how Super Bowls happen.
I like it. I love it.
Yeah, I got no problem with it.
You add on another guy, man. Like you said, just a younger guy that has that energy right there. Bringing that draft pick, and you've seen what the team has done with those draft picks in the last couple of years. They've seemed like they've hit on damn near every one. Everybody's been producing. So you're right, man. It sets them up and also gives them that window of you're still trying to find out what we're going to do at the quarterback position. At least you want to get that cleared away, right? And this is buying you a little bit more time, I feel, with that, because this defense is going to be set for years to come. I think when you add in Verse, he's going to re-sign, and you have the young guys around him. Hey, man, this is new look Cleveland Browns. We can say it right now. It's official. It's a new look Cleveland Browns.
Without regard to what happens this offseason with the Cleveland quarterback situation, Shador is still the quarterback of the future there.
Yeah.
And this is a defensive move for the future there. You know, and so it's still, no matter which way you cut the cheese, it still works out. And so I don't have a big issue with it. A lot of times people, oh, man, how you lose your big name like that? Man, you got to look
it was time.
Did the team get better?
Right. Look at where the team is going. Look at where Myles' career is going. Last year, doing all he could set the sack record. And I just feel like, it's like a marriage or something, or a relationship, should I say. You're kind of growing and going and trending in different directions. By the time we feel at least the Browns are projected to be Super Bowl contenders, Myles will probably be on his way out anyway, or already gone anyway. So you bring in this kid here is some people would say a poor man's Myles Garrett, but or a young man Myles Garrett, but great move, man. Just overall, I applaud you guys.
Issue with it, man. I don't have an issue with it. And then you bring in an Ohio guy and tell you what it mirrors, man. It mirrors our next item when we talk about Shador in the 17 million in royalties.
Yeah.
And one thing we got to understand about that deal, Chico, is this. That ain't counting all this money. That's just the money that comes through the NFL.
Right.
And it's licensing. So Shador Sanders, if you've been on the rock this weekend or maybe a Freaknik, his salary from the Browns is $1.3 million, but his royalties that came through NFL merchandise and et cetera, a record-setting $17.7 million. And Chico, I tell people all the time, there's two things folks don't lie about: where they spend their money and where they spend their time. I hear with my eyes, Chico. I'm looking at it. What your mouth say, where your feet at. And I see feet in them stadiums, and feet is attached to asses, and I see 12 and not going to see 2 jerseys in the stands.
Definitely going to see that.
$17.7 million in NFL royalties. And again, that ain't counting Nikes and Gatorades and whoever else. This is NFL licensing royalties. And they ain't counting all that. So here is one man, as in the ownership, we'll lump them all together, says Shador is a quarterback and only worth only $1.3 million a year to us. But the people said, and the people that spoke, the people said he worked 17.7.
Mm-hmm.
And the people finna be right, because that 17.7 finna get behind that center and gonna go to about 28.6.
He ain't lying.
Because just think how much more shit they'd have sold if he was playing.
Oh my gosh. And when he start playing and start winning and
had some highlights. Yeah, come on, man.
My goodness gracious. 17.7. I think, what was that, the highest since Tom Brady?
The highest ever.
Goodness gracious.
And Travis came in behind.
And Travis right there.
Travis as well. Punchline is, man, play for prime, get your numbers up.
Play for prime and get your numbers up. You feel me? You got to do numbers. Are you doing numbers? If you doing numbers like these guys are, because numbers don't lie, racks don't lie either, go to UncleChico.myshopify.com and get you some. That's some merch, that is. And we appreciate y'all once again. Until next time, this has been The Morning Run. Wake up, tap in, drop a super chat.
Wake up, tap in, drop a super chat now. Morning Run go dumb, funniest in town. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. Hey, runner, grab your coffee.